Steve Jobs, as you know, passed away yesterday, and he was a big inspiration to many entrepreneurs all over the world. For me, he brought a design ethic to technology. Most technology was not very pretty and not well designed, and Steve Jobs was the ultimate designer. So he made hard technology look beautiful, and no one else had done that before. So I think all of us took a little bit from that, and he's going to be remembered for centuries. An amazing guy.
Good.
In the wake of Steve Jobs passing yesterday, it's an interesting question. How did he affect me as an entrepreneur? I'd have to say it's the creation of the app, which is kind of funny. It's just a packaging of a program, but the creation of the app in the mobile world, and taking this kind of dispersed, amorphous concept of software, of program, and turning it into something consumable, something that's packaged, that's cute, that's friendly, and that's highly consumable across content, and then creating all these different kind of delivery platforms for it, the iPhone, the iPad, and now apps on your computers too, and they're kind of showing up within, and now Facebook as well. It kind of creates this dispersed marketplace, and it allows people to develop software that's much simpler, that solves simpler problems. You don't need to create an Excel, you don't need to create an Adobe Photoshop. You just need to create a little, cute product that wouldn't have maybe even been considered software or product, but now it can be packaged, it can be sold, and I think that has opened up so many opportunities for entrepreneurs, and I see so many people kind of creating apps and these kind of things, and they're so easy to sell and to take a small idea and turn it viral and turn it successful. And I think, I doubt he would have thought that was his most important thing, but to me that kind of shift, and it's almost, in the sense, it's almost like alchemy, where you took something that nobody even saw a distinction between software and apps, and then turned it into something that could be so powerful and so profitable and just so enabling. So that's definitely my
I found him to be really inspirational. I love hearing about founders and their stories. Being a founder myself, I like to look at how they executed on things, and I try to take and learn something from what they've done and try to weave that into what I am doing. So Steve was a really interesting guy in that he seemed to inherently understand the pulse of the society. He seemed to really understand people. And that's something I really envied, because I have a very engineering type of mind, a very left brain type of mind. And so I tried as the best I could to try and frame whatever products I make, or whatever kind of actions and marketing actions I take, what would someone with that type of mind frame do in my case. And it was really sad to hear about his passing. But I think he had an incredible run, and he's done more in probably half his life than most people will do in their entire lives. So it wasn't time wasted.
Well, Steve Jobs is the reason I'm doing what I'm doing now. Way back when I was in elementary school, I had my first Apple computer, and it really exposed me to the world that was possible because of what he did. He described it, a computer as a bicycle for your mind, and that kind of stuck with me my entire life. I moved down, when I moved to Silicon Valley, I moved close to Cupertino just so I could be close to Apple. That's a true story. Don't tell my wife that, that's why we're down there. He changed my life just like he changed the lives of billions of people. it was not surprising that he passed when he did, because he'd been sick for a very long time. I'm just glad he was around long enough to give the world really what he's given us.
I use Apple products for everything I do in my business, and I'm a graphic designer, and so everything from my iPhone to my computer, Steve Jobs had a hand in, and I don't know if the dismal news about the new iPhone and his death coming together, I don't know, that just seemed a little strange to me that they didn't release sort of a new version of their iPhone, but yeah, it's sad.